Riots in the prison, loading my shotgun, pulling out my gasoline. Riots in the prison, gotta pour some gas. You guys don't know what's coming because it's gonna be pretty cool. Pulling out my pistol, time to light what the fuck? Light gas, light. Well, how did I kill you? No! Alright, I got this. Flamethrower, yeah, I got one of them. Postal 4, no regrets, baby. Let's get into it. I recently just beat Postal 4, no regrets. And it is interesting. It is an interesting game. See, I am new to the Postal series. This is my first time with the Postal dude here. And I had a fucking blast. An absolute haymaker of a time, baby. It was like Mike Tyson getting mad over his tiger in Hangover 1. Obscure reference, I know, but pull out your little, toesy posies and let's get 'em moving. Hey, jumped into this game. It was on sale in the PlayStation Store. If you wanted to play this on Xbox, well, too damn bad. Because for some reason, old Philly Spencer and the boys said it doesn't fit in their library, quote unquote. What a douchebag move. I get really sick of these companies saying, oh, we're all for video game preservation, and then they don't make their shit an open platform. I mean, Sony's no better when it comes to their censorship, but come on, guys. The Postal series is supposedly pretty iconic. And here I am playing Postal 4, loving it, wanting to tell everyone to go get it. But Xbox is over there with their nose turned up in the air like, we're too good for your game. Your game made by running with scissors is obscene. Just crude behavior. How could you ever disgrace Xbox in such a way? And to that I say, listen here, you posh pricks. You guys need to get off of your goddamn high horse and let people play games. And if before you hit me in the comments, well, it doesn't even look like that good of a game. I played Postal, it's janky as fuck. They released Redfall this year. And I played both games. I could finish Postal 4. The shit had me engaged. It was funny. It was, charming in a lot of ways. Redfall sucked. It was a shitty Far Cry without the cool mechanics of Far Cry. But let's get back to Postal. Now, you start this game off, it's a sequel to Postal 2, because no one talks about Postal 3. Postal 3 was made by a weird Russian version of EA, and they just kind of shit out something that made absolutely no sense. So, they write off Postal 3 right away at the beginning of this as some sort of fever dream. You enter some Edenson city after leaving paradise, and you go through the week of the Postal dude. You go and try to find jobs, and the coolest part of this open world is you get to drive around in mobile scooters. That is just fucking fun. I mean, I never thought of driving mobile scooters in a game was fun, because you usually get them in like Grand Theft Auto and shit, and it's boring, it's slow, it's lame, it's the not fun thing to do. But this game makes me feel how those entitled fat bitches at Walmart are that you know can walk. I felt like that for the first time. I wanted to go to a Walmart, gain 100 pounds just so I can make the excuse of riding one of those scooters and pretending I'm actually disabled. Anyway, back to the dude and his trials and tribulations in the universe. Now, this game starts with you just chilling in your Winnebago, having yourself your moment in life. The dude finally is at peace. He's went and had his psychotic breakdowns. It's time for him to be happy. And then the universe went and pulled that fucking rug right out from underneath him, landing him right on his ass cheeks with his shriveled dick pointing to the sky. And now he's sitting there in a town he doesn't know, in a world that he seems unsure about, and he has to go get a fucking job and find his Winnebago. So he pulls up them bootstraps and decides to push forward, not to let the little things bring him down. And that is where the charm of this game really rings in. The dude is a lovable goddamn character. Through all his crack smoking and his chaos causing habits that he performs in this game, you seem to empathize with the fact that he is just trying to get through each day, doing whatever jobs are necessary to get back to his little piece on Earth. Now, one of my favorite things in this game are the weird drugs and stuff you can take. Like right here, if you watch what I'm doing in this video, I'm booting people into another goddamn ecosystem. I am like the god of football or other football, you know, the lame British one. This type of stuff in the game really pushes it to another level. Each like this is the vitamin pills let you poop or punt people into the universe's unknown. The catnip puts everything into slow-mo. I really didn't like the way it looked when it came out on my camera footage, so I'm not gonna fucking put that on here. And there were some other ones. I'll let you fuck with those and see how it pleases. The other thing that really makes the dude's journey throughout his time fun is the shooting feels really good in this game. It's really fluid, it's fun, even though the enemy AI at times is about as smart as like a rock trying to have sex with another rock, but then you just realize that you're making up this scenario of rocks having sex right in front of you while you're banging them together and you chip one of your nails. Anyways, so it kind of comes and goes. The one thing that boosts their ability to be decent is for some reason they have like the best hit scanning ever put in a video game, which is completely irritating at times. It bolsters the difficulty without actually bolstering the difficulty because the UI or the AI is so goddamn stupid. And then all of a sudden you're getting hit with gunshots and you're like, I have no idea where you are. And they're like shooting you from around a corner using Neo's fucked up glasses to really push, or not Neo, Morpheus. Morpheus had the weird glasses. He was the one with the fucking nose clip. Anyways, another cool thing is it has some fun gimmicks. One of my favorites was the cat section. You go into a meth lab, wake up, and all of a sudden you're a cat. And you get to mess with a dog. Like, Stray, come suck my goddamn dick. Okay, that's bestiality. We're not going to talk about that. But Stray is a stupid point-and-click game. This is what being a cat really is all about. You run around, you go find other animals to have sex with. When you're done with that, you get in some cat fights. Then you go find a dog to harass. That's what's up. You kill the son of a bitch and you have a good time. I like these parts, the little charm of this game. The game really, what it does is it gives you a world to fuck with. Now, at some points that having that complete open world and that open sandbox and really shooting me back in time back to I'd say like the 2010s, 2013 era of like Saints Row, the good Saints Row, before they fucked up my boy with the goddamn Netflix cast of diversity college loan douchebags. Back in the time when those games were actual sandboxes where they'd make games that actually fucked, you know, they got down, got on all fours, and they pushed it in missionary style. It gives you that sandbox, but the problem I would say with this game is most of the time, and if you're wondering why I'm fucking up with this gun, this is the first time I used the revolver, and I found out it doesn't ADS. It actually does something really cool. I know I'm getting off topic, but the revolver, it does this thing where after you've gotten enough kills with it, which you can almost always get a headshot with it because this revolver slaps dick hard until it comes. But one really cool thing it is, if you see that little meter, when you fill it up, you can just start hit scanning people back, which makes it's like, finally, I get to use hit scan. What was I talking about? Oh, the exploration. Most of the time, in this case where you're watching here, it was one of the times where I'd ran into a random building and found cool shit from it. And that rewarded my exploration. Something that Bethesda's always done really well with their open worlds is when you went to a new location, you saw a bunch of houses, you wanted to go in them, you wanted to explore them because there was usually something cool inside. Here, it's about 70-30. 70% of the time, it's bullshit. You'll go in there, find a bag of chips, and feel like, why did I go in here? It's cool I can go into every building, but what was the point? And that sucks, especially when you get toward the end of the game and you realize that you haven't unleashed the entire potential of the arsenal in this game. There is a grappling hook scythe thing that I saw people using in a video. I can never find the motherfucker. I tried to look online. I don't know why. It's like trying to find a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence to just find out where all the weapons in this game are, but online they just don't say anything. Maybe this game isn't popular enough to say anything. It should be. It's fun as shit. But at the end of the day, that's one of the big issues, is I feel like they don't really reward your exploration enough. So after a while, you kind of give up on it, and then at the end of the game, you're like, oh, I don't have the rocket launcher. Oh, I don't have the this or that. And you're picking up ammo for it, and it's like the game already expects you to have it, but you don't have it. And you feel like a goddamn buffoon sitting over there with a fucking binky in your mouth because you took too much ecstasy, and now you're tripping balls. Yet you aren't tripping balls. You are 100% of sound mind. And so when you get to these points in the game and you realize, wow, I don't have these weapons, is it your fault or is it the game's fault for not rewarding you on wanting to go to all the different zones of the game? Because the way I see it is, I feel like they need to improve a lot more on the different exploration points of the game. And even if you go to the Running with Scissors Twitter page, they will say this too. They're constantly working on the game, which is something I do have to give this studio credit for. They have been grinding, trying to make this game better at every waking moment, and I appreciate that. Even like when people go and like be like, oh, Bethesda's worse because of Fallout 76. You know, they constantly work on Fallout 76. It's not like Anthem out there where it just goes and dies off. So to know that they've been putting work into Postal 4 constantly, they continuously put work into Postal 2, I have to say that is reassuring. And there is so much charm in this game that really lets you overlook a lot of the bad. Like, take this mission I'm watching right here. You're launching, like, illegal immigrants over a wall with a catapult. It's absolutely hilarious. Now, this level gets a little bit ruined with, the hit scanning and a lot of the issues there. But for the most part, a lot of these missions, you will find humor in them, even though it's a little heavy on the dick jokes. Now, I like a good dick joke as anybody. I like them long, hard, and full of laughter and not semen, because semen scares me. I can't swim. Anyways, so you really get into these moments with the game, and yeah, the dick jokes are a little heavy. Yeah, the sex jokes can be a little bit too much. But a lot of the political commentary and stuff is really funny, and it never gets too one-sided, even though you think at one point it is. Like this whole launching immigrants over the border thing. Is it making fun of our immigration program, or is it making fun of the wall? That's up for you to decide. I feel like it's a really, really cool South Park type energy. And that's what a lot of the stuff in this game has, and I have to appreciate that. And when I jump into all these little missions and find all the little charm in this game, it makes me want to come back for time and time again. And I hope you guys go pick it up. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you go and play Postal. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a fun time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like. If you didn't dislike it, leave a comment either way, you goddamn idiots. And subscribe to my channel. I fucking love you. I'm out.